also we have
Pelosi.
Pelosi. I mean, but I'm talking of the head of the state. Whereas if we compare United States with other countries, like especially Indian subcontinent, I normally uh, give that kind of example. We had Bhandar Naike in Sri
Sri
Lanka,
Lanka,
we have Benazir Bhutto in
Pakistan,
Pakistan, we have Indira Gandhi in
India,
India, we have Golda Meir in
Israel,
Israel. So we have
Corazon Aquino, Philippines,
yeah. So there are examples in the world. I mean, England also we have
Margaret Thatcher.
Margaret Thatcher. We had
Some of the
so
best years in
yeah,
England.
yeah, yeah. But I don't understand why in the United States people here are not prepared to accept woman as a head of the state.
Well, it's a matter of time because even in our own culture and our own background, women were always kept in the background, so to speak, like you know,
Right,
like
right, right,
kind of said,
right,
and they were living in a man's world.
right,
The lords governing India were men.
right,
The people who made the laws were men. The
right,
judges who administered the laws were men.
right.
And the attorneys like yourself were men.
Yeah. So that's an unfortunate part, and that's why I say that why they say history, say his story.
Right.
Why don't they say her story? It should be her story also. What role woman has played in development of a nation or development of a say any man. If you see, the character building of a man starts from the kind of mother he has, right? The success in a life of a man depends what kind of wife he has. So I personally feel that a woman plays a very large role in the development of a man's personality.
We will take a quick break and we'll come back after this commercial messages and we'll talk about some of the artistic social work of attorney Anand Ahuja. Don't go anywhere, be right back.
Incredible India.
अपने जिगर का टुकड़ा जो दे दे, अपने लहू का कतरा जो दे दे, रोए जिया पर आंसू न आए, अपने दुखों सबसे छुपा, निकाल के जिस्म से जो अपनी जान दे, महान है वो बाबुल जो कन्यादान दे।
second stage is depending on what kind of a wife he has.
Is-
But in your article here, you said in 1997, Johannesburg radio station broadcast a 35-minute program on how to beat your wife.
Yes.
So where's the success story there?
That's what I'm saying. That's very shocking. And unfortunately, I have seen that I try to, especially women from the Muslim countries, I try to interact with them. I try to discuss these issues with them. And to my utter disappointment as well as to shock, women also, they are not prepared to accept that they have a bigger role in their life to
You're going to
play.
get in trouble for that statement.
I know. So women also, they have to come forward. I know there are some organizations now with the passage of time, there are women liberation, that awareness is there. Some women, they have come out in support of women liberation, but by and large, if you see, majority of women also, they're still not prepared. And I tell you, in my practice, I have seen there are cases, there is a wife is being beaten by her husband. Wife makes a complaint, but by the time she is to go to the court, she backs out. She changes her statement. She withdraws the case. She may be beaten 5 times. 5 times she will go to the court, then she will withdraw the case.
Right. What do you attribute that to?
No, I personally feel that women have to be more courageous. They have to be.
Could it be that because if she goes to the court and tell them that this is what's happening and they lock up the husband, then she's out of a breadwinner? It's an economic decision.
I don't think, because nowadays, if you see that, as I said, that things have changed, things are changing, the change is very slow. But one good thing is that the changes are taking into positive direction. I watched your show last time. There was one model on your show, and I was really impressed when she was saying that she's a karate champion or something like that. So women are now prepared to take that kind of challenge.
You don't mess with them; they'll bop you
Yes,
on.
that's what I'm saying.
Now, you also wrote on the status of women in Islam, and you did women in Islam. You did women in Hinduism.
Yes.
Seems to be like you have a passion for religious subjects. Are you yourself very religious?
I'll not say I'm a spiritual-minded person. I'm not per se religious.
You have a degree for that?
I don't have a degree. I don't believe in rituals. I don't go to a particular, say, temple, mosque, or church. I go as per the convenience. If I have to go to church, I'll go to the church. If I have to go to mosque, I'll go to mosque. If I feel like going to Gurdwara or temple. So if you ask me, I'm a very spiritual kinded person. I personally feel that all those religions, they are basically labels given to us. It doesn't make any difference if you change the label, if the product will remain the same. So my religion, if you ask me, I believe in only one religion, that is a religion of humanity.
Well, that is the best religion because it's supposed to serve humanity.
Yes.
Now, besides all the activities, your cultural activity, you did studies in comparative religion also.
I didn't get any degree in comparative religion. In fact, I tell you, my father was a professor of comparative religions. He was teaching in the university. So a lot of those things I have inherited from him. It's basically when I was assisting him typing his manuscripts, and he has written a couple of books on those issues. So when I was proofreading his manuscripts or when I was helping him typing his manuscripts, I got some knowledge of those issues, but I don't have any degree in comparative this.
That's all right. You don't have to apologize. You have enough degrees as it
More
is.
than enough. I think I am more than enough.
From when you showed up for graduation, they go, oh, there he is again. Religion comes with music, and you also have a very strong interest in music and poetry.
I do write poems. I cannot sing. I am not a music composer, but I have a very good ear for music.
You're a musical facilitator.
Yes, I am a good listener. I am a member of a couple of organizations. Basically, I'm not into pop music. I'm more into classical music. I have joined some organizations here where I regularly go to listen to those classical concerts. I try to organize some of the concerts also. A couple of years back, I did one concert of Talat Aziz.
I was just going to ask you about
Talat
that.
Aziz and Jaspinda Narula concert I did.
Right.
And whenever I get time and opportunity, I try to do, but I'm not that active as I want to be.
You have the social issues, religious issues, combine them all together. Have you thought of putting a movie together?
I'm working on that. As I said, that my childhood ambition was to go into film line, not as an actor, though my directors and on the plays, they always suggested me that I should go into the acting line, but I somehow was more into direction. By nature, I am little critical. I observe things very minutely. So I thought I will be more successful if I go as a director.
For you to remember the chapter, verse, and page number, I
Yeah,
think that's a little bit more than critical.
yeah. So I thought I'll be more successful, and I wanted to be a film director. I still have that childhood ambition unfulfilled, and I'm working on a script. Basically, in my law practice, I get lot of cases, and each and every case has its own story. So you can develop a story on that, or you can make a script on that. The clients I get, especially on women issues, I'm writing a script on that.
Even in your law practice, you extend yourself to the community. You're legal counsel to Gopio.
I'm legal counsel to various not-for-profit organizations. Gopio is one, that is a global organization
Of people of Indian origin.
People of Indian origin. I'm legal advisor to various gurdwaras, some temples. Recently, American Academy of Indian Music, they have contacted me and they have asked me if I can be their legal advisor. So my being in legal profession, and you know that in this country, when somebody is born, you need an attorney. When somebody dies, you need an attorney. When somebody is getting married, you need an attorney. When somebody is getting out of marriage, you need an attorney. So everywhere you need an attorney. So those not-for-profit organizations, they like me to be on their board, so that if they have any issue to discuss, I am available to them. So that way, I try to give time to some pro bono activities, and the social organization is one of those.
Well, it's always good to have an attorney in your corner. What do you specialize in?
I basically, see, my background, I recently moved to New York. Originally, I'm from Virginia. I'm licensed in 3 states. I'm licensed in Virginia, Connecticut, and New York. So, and besides that, I have 3 more licenses. That is federal licenses. So, but I'm basically Virginia, New York, and Connecticut, 3 states I'm licensed. So, when I was in Virginia, my basic practice was in entertainment and media law, and I was doing a lot of technology transfer,
Dancing attorney.
joint ventures, and those kind of things I was doing. But now in New York, I have my own practice, and in my own practice, I'm doing a lot of business transactions, real estate, some domestic relations. I still do entertainment and media law, but it's not that big practice. It's very limited practice in entertainment and media law.
Well, it certainly is a pleasure to have you on the show, and I'm going to keep in mind that you do pro bono work too.
I do.
You know, because for me, you know, like DWI means driving while Indian.